Hey everyone. So I wanted to do a little quick update on how I feel the show The Game is doing so far. On my first video, I was told you, as you guys probably saw, that I was a little bit disappointed at how much drama was involved in the show, and I wasn't laughing enough. But it seems like as the weeks come and the show continues, they are adding a little bit more comedy onto it. Overall, so far, I think they're doing a little bit better than how it started initially. There's still a little bit of quirks or some things they might need to pay attention to just a little bit. I mean, this is just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own. So um, I see, or well, I've read in a lot of different places, and I've also been able to see it on the show that Kelly Pitts is not really having a big role this season, and I don't know why that is. Why all of a sudden, like, her character is kind of minimized, her role's a little bit minimized as to when the show was on before. She was always part of the lineup no matter what. They try to say it's because her character and Jason Pitt's character are divorced now, so that's why they're not really showing her that much. But does it really matter? She was already part of the show when it started, and clearly contributed to how the popularity of the show. So I don't understand how come all of a sudden now her character has been cut back a little bit. But hey, whatever. Okay, so now I want to touch a little bit on Melanie's character. I don't know. I really don't know what path they have her going on, but it's really not rubbing me the right way. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own. I don't know. This season, she's overly jealous and overly dramatic. I really don't know where they're trying to take her character. Hopefully, as the show continues, we're able to see what path they're taking her character. I don't know. They're making Malik be like the biggest pain in the butt or douchebag I've ever seen. Like, sorry for my language, but I don't understand why he's like. I feel like all of these characters this season are taking a little bit more extreme. So let's talk about the baby episode. Granted, she had her suspicions that, it wasn't his baby. And who wouldn't feel that? I mean, he's a football player, whatever, it is what it is. We all think of that sometimes if we're placed in those type of situations. But what blew me was that, after she admitted that it was his and she made a mistake and he came back and, when she was getting ready to leave, he told her pretty much, he wants to try to make it work. But anything that happens, that has to do with Janae or him and the baby is just his concern. Doesn't concern her. I would have been like, pause. Like, are we not married? Did I miss that part? Maybe I did. But last I checked, they were married, not dating or kicking it, chilling. No, they're married. So your problem is my problem, makes it our problem. So yes, I will be all up in your business regardless. So the fact that she was just like, oh, okay, I'll just leave it to be your problem. No. I just feel like as a married, couple, you become one. So any issues that your partner is going through in some way, shape, or form is going to come back and become y'all's issue. So I smell trouble coming on with that statement being said and him putting it like that. So I don't know. It's just maybe how I try to see things, and I'm trying to, maybe I'm reading too much into it. But I just feel like as them being a married couple, he should have been more considerate and acknowledged that, if she feels some type of way, then okay, come and communicate that with him. But don't just say anything that has to do with her or the baby. It's just his issue. No, boo. It's our issue. And like I said, I'm going to be all up in it. But that's just what I think. So we'll see how that goes. What else is happening? The whole episode with TT getting upset at Malik and throwing the money that he borrowed for the wing truck. Blower. Acting was terrible. It was not realistic to me. It was just, they needed to do a couple more takes. That I hope that was like, if that was one of the best takes they had, then TT's character needs to take some more acting classes because it wasn't realistic. And I know he was supposed to be upset and angry and all of this, anger and emotions. I just wanted to laugh. So, I mean, that's just how I saw it, Like I said, maybe I'm interpreting it a little bit too literally or going into it too much, but I just thought it was funny. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't like, I'm not like gasping and like in shock. No, I was just like, that's the best they could do. Really? Next scene, please. So, I don't know. So we'll see. Hopefully his character's acting gets a little bit better. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. So the funniest character, in my opinion, this season, drumroll, Jason Pitt's character. The Dippin' Pits. Oh my gosh. I was laughing so hard, and he was so serious on stage doing that dance and singing that song. And clearly a lot of people enjoyed it because the very next day in my local radio station, so many people called in and requested that song that they really played it on the radio. It was hilarious. I'm not even going to lie. He's got to be the funniest character. He's got to be one of the only characters, I guess, on the show that has stayed the same. And they've stayed true to his character and who he is. So I'm hoping little by little they might start to shift gears and take those other old characters back into their way that they used to be. But Jason Pitt's character keeps me very, 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 very entertained with the dip and pits. It was hilarious. If nobody laughed at that part, then you probably just don't have no sense of humor. So it was hilarious. So, and I really think his character is doing good this season. He's not, I just like his character. It's funny, keeps me entertained. So I'm hoping they continue to keep him the same, but also try to play him and Kelly back into the show. Well, mostly Kelly, because she's just getting the short end of the stick right now when it comes to the show. She's barely there. We barely see her. She barely has a role on the show. And I just feel like that's kind of messed up because at the beginning when they had this show, well, prior to that trial that they had on Girlfriends, because I don't know how successful the show would have been if they kept those characters when they kind of introduced them in the pilot and during the Girlfriends show. But since they redid all the characters and they brought her into the play, she did contribute to how successful the show is. I enjoyed watching her character. So, and I see that the little things that they're bringing back more of the wine drinking, the Chardonnay, and I'm, bringing back old reminiscent times of the old show, The Game, the older seasons. So a little by little, they're bringing back some of the old things that we all enjoyed, and I'm hoping it continues, and we'll see how successful it will be. So I hope you guys keep watching it because I'll be watching it because I need to know if it's going to get better or get worse. I don't know. We'll see.